Okay, we're at St. Peter's City Campground Park.
The last finishing touches on packing up and heading back to the sun. I'll be glad to get there.
We have sun here, but just not very good temperatures.
So we got up this morning. We got our 4-mile hike in. Because we knew we'd be sitting in the cab of the truck the rest of the day. Jack, there's a trail that starts, it's right here. It's just a full loop. And you see where that tractor is over there? It's supposed to be about 4.5 miles long. So we took advantage of that while we're here. That's nice.
Yeah, it is nice and long, and there's some twists and turns where you can go longer or shorter, but it's easy to go at least 3.5 miles. And today Rob went over 4 and I went 4.5. The ducks and geese.
We're just putting the finishing touches on packing out. So we're gonna get on the road here in the next 15 minutes or so.
He's been emptying out
all the
tanks.
Emptied out, and I rinsed them out 3 times, so they should be nice and clean. Jack's got the bed made. Got the coffee pot stove.
So then we made ourselves a couple of tall coffees for the road. We've really enjoyed it here. We've been here 3 nights. Of course, we visited family, and that was joyful. But it was comfortable coming back here in the evenings and in the mornings, having our breakfast here and just relaxing despite the below freezing temperatures. Got a little bit warmer during the day. And
we're going to go check the heater, turn it off.
Okay.
And turn off the propane, and we'll be ready to rock.
Everything is, clear, kind of tidied up, but also have all the curtains up so that they don't flop around. Just have a few things kind of.
The heater's been working overtime for us while we were here.
Or Dometic.
I think the temperature was, I think the highest it got while we were here for these last 3 days was around 38 or 39. So it never really got warm. But, our walks have been a lot brisker than they are when we're on the beach. So
Then we burn a few more calories.
Yeah, burn more calories. And from what I understand, the cold's supposed to increase your metabolism. So
doesn't hurt us.
Hopefully it'll cancel out those 2 Thanksgiving dinners that we had. So, okay, that's
and all
off.
the pie and treats.
Water heater's off. Now I am going to leave the. I've got this came with a water line and tank heaters, so I'm going to leave those on until I know we're down below the frost line. Although we never had an issue with anything freezing, so knock on wood for that. Even though it was very cold, like I said, got down into the low 20s several nights here. But we had our electric hose, which I paid way more than I should have for. And the tank heaters, and I think just having the heater on inside the camper helped to keep everything at bay. So we get down to where it's consistently above 40, then I'll step up here and shut those off. But just for the ride out of town, probably need to go ahead and keep those closed.
Something kind of keeping them from shutting tightly.
There we go.
Okay.
We'll throw these in the truck.
The donuts. I think you earned a few donuts.
Yeah, we earned a few donuts today. Everything's off. Everything's unplugged. So I think the only thing left to do now is just get on the road.
Get on the road. Yes to adventure. We've definitely said yes to adventure. This
absolutely did.
Okay, we'll see you on the other side.
Okay, checked all the lights. checked everything out. We got our coffees. We got our coordinates set. We got our trash, which we'll dump on the way out. I'm gonna release the brake, and I think we're ready for a new adventure.
Yeah, we're next phase. I'd say homeward bound, but I feel like we're home in this camper now. So it's kind of interesting. I'm like kind of wistful, you know. I would like to just continue traveling and working this way.
Yeah.
Kind of ready.
You know what? I don't disagree with that. Yeah.
Obey traffic laws.
So,
be alert and use voice commands while driving.
Getting our route set, but we're leaving this lakeside RV park in St. Peters, Missouri, and so this next leg will be fun. Though we're going south again, and we don't mind the warmer temperatures. Yeah.
So looking forward to that. The truck's probably looking forward to it too.
The Chiefs won last night.
Yeah, the Chiefs won. So an update on our message from yesterday. So good to get news on that. So we'll get on the road now, and we will catch up with you guys later on. If we see anything interesting or anything we think is video worthy along the way, we'll shoot some more video. And I don't know how all this is going to come out in the end. Start wading through the multitudes of videos that we have.
Maybe kind of show the route out.
I'm going to just.
Oh, okay.
If you just, you know. Why? All right, we'll talk to you guys later.
Okay. Oh, I see.
I had to turn it off.
I would like to grab us.
We are leaving the St. Peters RV Park, but it's actually called what? Oh,
Lakeside.
RV. St. Peters Lakeside Park. Stop and throw our trash. They didn't have trash pickup here, so I'm gonna have to give them a little bit for that. But they do have plenty of big dumpsters all over the park, so finding a place to dump wasn't an issue.
I hear what you're saying, though. It's nice. It's nice to be spoiled and to have it.
The paint is off, and we're off. According to my GPS, it is 1,168 miles from right here to our driveway in north of Madre Island, Texas, where the temperature right now is probably about 60 degrees instead of 30.
This is actually called 370 Lakeside Park.
Okay, 370 Lakeside Park. So $55 a night for a concrete pad. They also have non-concrete pads, some kind of a caliche or something. They call it something in the brochure. I forget now what it was. Those are $48 a night. So that's a full hookup at any site. No leveling required. All the sites are nice and level. So that was nice.
Yeah.
Just a real easy park to navigate, to get in and out of. They've got a huge pavilion here on the park, which, from what I understand, during the summer months, they actually have live bands every weekend here. So if you're ever visiting this area during the summer months, that's something kind of fun to know. The lake is full service. In other words, you can fish out of it. Of course, you have to get a little license from the RV check station. But they also have canoes and paddle boats. And the lake is a pretty good size. I think we got a lot of footage of the lake. Seeing that. They claim that there's bathhouses here somewhere. We never saw them. We saw the bathrooms, but we never saw the bathhouses. So, unfortunately, we can't speak to that. But the brochure says they're here. We never saw them. We never asked anybody what that important was on this trip. But anyway, we are getting ready to get up on the highway and get southbound. So, have a great day, and we'll check in later. Well, we just had some supper at the truck stop here, Big Cabin. Getting ready to jump on the little 2-lane blacktop that'll take us down to Dallas. We weren't sure if we were going to stop here for a length of time. We've been here for about an hour or so, so it's been a pretty good break. According to GPS, we're about 721 miles from home, which put us there at 3:46 in the morning if I was going to drive the whole day, which was definitely not going to do that. But anyway, we're going to drive for a few more hours. It's about 5:37 right now. Drive for a few more hours and find some place to rest once we've had enough of the road. And we'll get up and try to be home sometime tomorrow night.
Rob's really powered through.
Got us to Texas.
It's about what time?
It is 9:38.
We left at about 10.
We left St. Louis at about 10:30 this morning. So
We made one stop for dinner and a couple stops for gas and
yeah,
bathroom breaks, and now here we are.
Well, we spent the night in this rest area, just on the Texas-Oklahoma border, a little boondocking. Took a minute or two to get the heater going, but once we did, all was right with the world. There's Jack putting the finishing touches on the bedroom.
Yeah, it's
And-
comfortable.
Yeah.
It was a little bumpy when we first got here.
We're about just north of Dallas. Everybody's put on this highway knows where we're at. We're probably about an hour from Dallas right here. Trying to decide what to do from this point. Most likely stop and have some breakfast and take our time. Otherwise, we'll wind up smack dab in the middle of rush hour traffic. But anyway, it all worked out well, and we were on our way south. We're about 500 miles from home right here, so we'll see if we can get home sometime this afternoon. So we stopped here at Buc-ee fuel before we hit the Dallas traffic. Grab a cup of coffee. Miss Jackie's already on fire this morning. She's full of vinegar and pepper already. So got a good night's sleep, and we're about according to GPS, we're about 7 or 8 hours from home, but the reality of it is we're about
Less
10
than
hours.
500 miles.
Yeah. So. Say hello to the folks, Jackie.
Hello, folks.
Got a little sunrise going on this morning.
Pretty.
Nice and clear. Nice and clear. All right. Here we go into Buc-ee's to get our nutrition before we get into the Dallas traffic.
Like a big mall.
It is. It's like a big mall gas station. All right, Jack, stand next to him. So one of the cool things about this rest area is that it actually has a little exercise area, which is really awesome. I mean, this is something that I wish more rest areas had. I mean, what a great idea! A place you can do pull-ups and 9, 10. Woo, good job, man. Sit-ups, little balancing leg ups there. There's Jack working out, getting her workout in. How you feel? You feel empowered now? You feel empowered? Good, good job. Yeah, what a great idea this is. So nice to be back in Texas where it's above 39 degrees. Well, it was dark when we got home last night, so today has been clean up the camper day. So I've washed both the truck and the camper on the outside, done any maintenance that needed to be done for that. Checked everything out, looked everything over, sure we didn't break anything during our 12 days. And then Jackie has been busy cleaning out the inside of the camper. So let's go in here and see how she's doing. How we doing? Huh?
Oh, I look lovely. I'm good.
Looking pretty good, right?
Yeah.
So we're going to finish this up. We're on the last touches of it. And then we're going to take showers and go treat ourselves to a nice dinner out.
Just finished tidying up, cleaning the rig after 2 weeks, well actually 12 days of living in it. Cleaned out the sink and all the surface areas and the fridge and the bathrooms, the shower and the regular bathroom, and all the shelves, emptied them and wiped them down. Feeling pretty good about it. Such a cute space, and we're so glad to have it for our little getaways and perhaps future longer term living and working. And cleans up, it's not too intense to clean it because it's small. Our little bedroom.
Well, we've made it home. We got everything cleaned up from our big adventure, and so that's the end of it. This video is probably appearing about 3 weeks, maybe a month after we got back from our trip. But just as kind of a wrap up to anybody that didn't see all the videos that we did. We started out leaving Corpus Christi. Of course, went to Missouri, stayed at a little campground there, and Carruthers. Carthage. I always want to say Carruthers. Carthage, Missouri, and from there we went to Doolittle, Missouri, and from there we went and we saw our property in Houston, Missouri, and then we went to
Oak Grove,
or in Kansas City we saw friends and Had some Thanksgiving with your
My
friend
college
from college.
friend. Yeah.
But anyway, from there, of course, St. Peter's was the campground.
Yeah.
And we had another Thanksgiving dinner with Jack's family there at her sister's house.
In St. Charles.
In St. Charles. So we are headed out now for a little celebratory, well done
Yes.
trip,
Yes.
dinner at the Saltgrass Steakhouse. Kind of one of our favorite little go-to places here in Corpus. We want a good consistent meal, but that's it. I mean, I feel good. We're rested. I slept over 9 hours last night after we got home. So,
Oh yeah.
I'm well rested.
He was bone tired because he has to really pay attention driving that rig home all those hours. So.
Well, we made it home a little faster than I think we were going to initially break it up into 3 days, and I thought I could hold myself to driving 400 miles a day, because it was just under 1,200 miles was the total miles from Corpus to St. Peter's, and I thought I could hold myself to driving only 400 miles a day, but that's just not the reality for me. Once I get going, I just keep going. So
We got a good start on the second day. We got a nice early start.
Yeah.
I think that helped, but yeah.
You know, the first day we left about 10:30 and made it as far as the Texas-Oklahoma border on Route 69, State Highway 69. And there's a big rest area, welcome center there, so we actually boondocked there. I got there about 11 o'clock, I think we decided. It was about
Yeah.
11.
Yeah.
And got up about 5:30 the next morning. Made our way down to the PETA, which is the I-35 corridor starting in Dallas and not ending until you leave San Antonio. So we made a stop, fueled up, got a little bit of breakfast at the Buc-ees just south of Sherman, Denison area, and then slowly creeped our way back down I-35. And we even thought during that time, Jack had even suggested, well, why don't we just find another campground? We'll stop someplace, and we'll just get up tomorrow morning and only have a couple hours left to do to get home. And that idea actually appealed to me quite a bit, and I considered it. And then but the miles were ticking off. I wasn't tired, and the closer we got to home, I was kind of like a horse heading for the barn. I could smell the hay, so
Yeah.
I was ready to.
And we both were starting to think about all the things we could do, and he could have one more day off without being busy. So today we had to be busy again cleaning, and then tomorrow he actually has a transition day before he goes back. So.
Yeah. So today we spent the day cleaning up the rig, emptying everything out, cleaning up the truck, of course, and it is about 4:30 right now, and we're all showered and in clean duds. So we're gonna go have
Hungry.
a steak here at the Saltgrass Steakhouse. But any thoughts on the trip, babe?
Oh, I just think it was wonderful. It turned out better or as good as I hoped, and I feel good about it. I feel good, and I feel like I've kind of needed the unplug from other parts of life, and it helps me to kind of gain perspective on a lot of things. So
yeah, I agree with that. You know, it was 12 days where we just were really just in it for the trip and really being present. You know, we discussed on the way home, last night, how our day-to-day, and I'm sure this is, a lot of you out there, our day-to-day tends to find us looking forward to the next adventure or the next this or the next that, instead of really, living in the moment.
Mm-hmm.
And I think, I know for myself, the last 12 days has found me living more in the moment, and out of necessity, really. I think, because you almost, you're almost when you're on the road, you're almost forced to have that attitude.
because we made 4 different we stayed at 4 different parks, and we visited lots of people. And I think one of the Kansas City, we even had a family member in Kansas City, which I don't think we mentioned earlier. So we had 2 friends, a family member, and then family members, and then seeing our property and all of this in 11 or 12 days.
Yeah.
So you were just focused on those moments, and you weren't looking so much to even tomorrow. You knew it was on the plan, but you could really engage in the moment, and it was a good engage. It wasn't stressful because it was all things we loved and we wanted to do.
Well, yeah, I think that's a good point. We weren't living in stressful moments. We were living in pleasant moments because we were doing what we wanted to do, and I think that in and of itself has a lot to do with our desire to make this a greater part of our life going forward.
Yes, is
so that we can have more of that type, of lifestyle where we're actually present. And for any of you out there over the age of about 30, you probably know what I'm talking about when I say about being present, because sometimes when you're paying the bills and taking care of office responsibilities and that kind of thing, it's hard just to live in the present. Or to really enjoy the present, I guess.
Right, or to really enjoy it. That's a good point too. Yeah. To really, you think you're enjoying it, but then you realize your mind has been occupied in ways that are challenging and stressful. And I also experienced what it was like to work on the road. I haven't done that in a few years. We used to do that more. And revisiting that, because that's going to be a big part of it when we get more. Yeah. And it worked out pretty good, You were
actually able to open up your laptop and take care of client things while we were going down the road.
Driving, and I felt like I worked, not a full day, but it wasn't really the intention, but a part of a day. And I know I could do, and just at the campgrounds, I could have worked more. That wasn't the intention. I was on vacation too.
Yeah, you really were, and we needed that. That was why we took that trip, is we both just needed to kind of defrag from our jobs and from our work a day. And even though you own your own business and you work from home, that doesn't mean you don't need to step away from it from time to time and clear your mind and really just enjoy what's happening around you. So. But anyway, I guess we could ramble on about that. And but subscribe to the channel. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for keeping an eye on our adventure. And if you didn't catch all the videos, we will put links here.
Yes, that's a great idea. So the different videos from the last month, or from the
entire trip.
From the entire trip, I'll link it in the description below. So.
And then you can go back and see how the trip progressed up to where we are today, which is home and clean and getting ready to go in and have a steak. So.
Awesome. Thanks, babe.
Sure. So until next time, keep on smashing bugs and keep your eye out for our next adventure. Believe me, I'm already thinking about what that
I know you are. We're probably going to talk about it at dinner.
We probably will. All right. Thanks a lot, guys.
Thanks.
We'll see you soon.